Okay, so I made actually a lot of nice fluffy organic multi-colored quinoa. Quinoa is not a grain, it is a seed. The little rings are little seed rings. It's very light, much better for you than rice. So what I'm going to do here, and the other adjoining videos, I made a bisque with whole in-shell. I used the shells for the jumbo wild-caught jumbo shrimps. And then I fished out every little shell and set it aside, put the veg back in it. Then I seared very lightly in the same pan that I had taken everything out of, a little bit of oil, a little bit of butter. Very lightly sealed the deveined, cleaned insides of the shrimps, like at a minute on one side, flipped them over, and the pan was pretty warm with some more onions and chopped up peppers, stuff like that. And look at the other videos for all the ingredients. Then I flipped them over, seared side up, and put the bisque that was sitting next to me, that was room temperature from about 20 minutes prior, finished making, over the top, turned it off, set it aside. So these should be cooked already now. And I'm making, you could eat it just like this. You could put these in a bowl. You could put them with this. I don't usually do the quinoa plain. I usually season it with something. So what I'm going to do, since I'm using these little babies for shrimp sandwiches, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them out. They have to cool slightly before you chop them anyways, because a little bit hot. Take these little babies out. I think there's about 10 of them. It's enough for about 2 sandwiches. And when I cut them, I'm going to cut them in half long ways and then chop them in smaller pieces. Then I'm going to put them in my delicious spicy mayonnaise, which has been covered and is in the fridge. And here it is. Here's the delicious spicy mayonnaise here. That's very good. That's in another adjoining video in the same list. So now what I want to do, a lot of times I'll serve the bisque with on the side of the sandwich, but all this, look at all this yummy veg, you know. Thanks to Jamie Oliver for making me say veg. He said it so many times, that's what I say now. I'm going to put all this lovely, pretty stuff, obviously some scoops of the bisque coming with it, right over the top of the quinoa. It's going to be so yummy this way. Okay, that's probably enough liquid, and I just want to get any more of the bigger pieces, especially the red peppers. Any more of the red peppers floating around. Those are also beautiful, and they added a lot of flavor. Sometimes you can go like this to find something. You can also feel a little bit that's stuck. Now this stuff is the gold right here. The golden flavors. So now what I am going to do, and this I can use for cold cereal, I can use it for a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'm going to take my bowl here, and my bisque. I'm going to strain out all the rest of the veg here. Even though it's very good in the bisque, clean that sucker. Okay, come over here. Look at all that. Even though you can leave all that in the bisque, that's